40 degrees in Beaumont, Texas, which is only a couple of miles from the Gulf of Mexico?
And it snows.
12 inches.
Why is it freezing down south? That's because they have to take the harp and make it as much cold all over, because if they didn't do it with the harp, which is the weather modifying thing that they're dealing with this harp, if they didn't do it, it would be 100 degrees all over the country. So they are making this weather. What they do is they go up in the air and they fly with the chemtrails, crisscross the skies, and it makes what is a chemdome. Look and know the difference. If you see the skies, it's a complete gray, smooth. Then you'll see clouds up under it. So wait a minute, if there's the clouds, what is this gray sky? You don't have blue sky and clouds no more. You have dark clouds and you have this gray stuff. That's chemdome. They create that. With these airplanes, they go up in there and they drop this chemtrails and create chemdome, and then it changes the weather. So it'll start warming up one day. They'll go up there with a plane and crisscross the sky, and the next thing it's freezing. They're creating that because the atmosphere above this is changing. So as a result, but they're running out of time, because soon the guns and the bombs won't work. You see, because what is going on is that the particular era in which all those, this particular atmosphere before and stuff is actually completely worn down. The only thing here is that they got to keep you distracted, because they know, like I said, Farrakhan said, if they went to war with you, if they were to just get 3,000 black people to think the same at one time, it would be over. But pretty soon it ain't gonna matter, because what's going on inside of us is happening biologically anyway, and within a couple of weeks, couple of months, this shit is over. It's here. The cracker know it. He over there doing what he got to do, and plus they say they have them wars because what they do is they take 20 years and they make all these new weapons. And then they have to see what works and what don't, and they got to use up all them weapons. And they doing all that shit now because they know pretty soon the atmosphere get ready to change. Let you in on a little secret. We can change this shit tomorrow. We can change it tomorrow. You know, it's just a matter of you doing what you got to do based on your minds and based on your heart chakras. We can change this thing tomorrow. Now, this is one way you can change it. So we are the DMT spirit molecule that they're talking about in here, which is hallucinogenics. It's us. Now, this is the book by Rick Strassman, S-T-R-A-S-S-M-A-N, M-D. Rick Strassman. Now, how can you change the atmosphere? You can change the atmosphere. It don't matter if you're 75. They had a whole special on Discovery New York Times on women in their 70s that, based on the baby doing, it has a couple of black women, it has some white women. They're saying that they are not going to accept that their sexuality is supposed to change because of their age. So they got a lot of women now around the country, you see what I'm saying, is still dealing with their sexuality as far as screwing. You see what I'm saying? So there's a whole era coming on and stuff like this. And this is the mystery. They got black celibate societies where they're telling these black women, you got to go celibate. Now, this is the mystery on how you're going to change the atmosphere. You don't even need a man to do it. But this goddess Lakshmi has a mantra, which is a mandala, called the Shri mantra. Let's see if I got a picture of the Shri mantra. I knew it was something I didn't bring. I didn't get a good picture. I didn't bring a picture of the Shri mantra. I knew it was something. Always, you know, the Shri mantra. She has a mantra, and in the middle of the mantra is several pyramids. A mantra is look like a flower, But in the middle of the mantra is several pyramids. And within those pyramids, they got one little black dot. And that's the home of where the realm, or where the goddess live. You have the tree of life, which is Kabbalistic system. Then you have something behind the tree called the Kalipoth. And the Kalipoth will rule. The Kalipoth will come after this tree, which is the present universe. It will rule in the future. Now, there's a place within the black woman, which is the Kalipoth, that can change the atmosphere. You can do it with your partner, or you can do it by yourself, and that's called the G-spot. If you start working with massaging the G-spot, you can do it with your middle index finger, sit on the toilet and start massaging. Don't matter if you're 85 years old. The older may be the more powerful. And you start massaging the G-spot, or you can get your man to take his 2 fingers and stick up in the vagina and cuff until he finds what that G-spot is, directly behind the inner walls of the vagina. Here's a whole book called Female Ejaculation in the G-spot. Female Ejaculation in the G-spot by Deborah Sundai. S-U-N-D-A-H-I. S-U-N-D-A-H-I. This is real serious shit. It's high in melatonin. And there's a mantra to it, because even in this book, The Dragon Legacy, where they telling on Bush and them, they're dropping on this G-spot, and they say there's a mantra you can call Lulu-Ah. Let me see, G-spot. There's some good shit here now. I'm here to tell you. It's a whole nother dimension. I became an expert at pulling what is called a cosmic trigger. It's called a Graffenberg spot. You know, pulling the cosmic trigger on this thing right here. That's the real cosmic trigger. Y'all all right? Now hold on now. It's but I want to where's the Graffenberg spot? It's called the G spot or the Graffenberg spot, but there's a mantra called Lu-Lu-Ah. You know, do the Ebonics, because I can't get the page right now. Lu-Lu-Ah, just remember that. And so you go in there and so what's going to happen here is this here, you're going to start working with it. It's going to feel like you got to urinate it first. But after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, it starts to open up. There's a gateway, and the more and more you start massaging the G-spot, the more and more you open up that gateway to universe B, which is the other universe. It's inside of your legs. So you got to go in and you got to start massaging the G-spot. The Graffenberg spot or the G-spot. You can do it with the man, or you don't have to have a man. And the more and more you massage it, the more and more you'll start to female ejaculation. You'll start to emit a pace. A pace. And that's, the rivers will start to flow. That's called the Aeonic Waters of Return. So that's the gateway. It ain't all out here, it's in you.